What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you're looking to travel to Mexico this year, then make sure to give this video a watch. We just came back from Los Cabos, Mexico, and we stayed at the Riu Palace resort. So if you're looking to stay at the resort, then you're at the right spot, because I'm going to give you my honest review of Riu Palace, Los Cabos. If you're new to my channel, make sure to smash the subscribe button so we can get this community to grow. Welcome, and let's get started. So I've created a list of all the things that I liked and disliked of Riu Palace, and I'll break it down for you guys so you can decide if this is the best resort for you. So let's start with all the things that I liked. Service was definitely exceptional. I was truly impressed by how good the service was at the resort. Our rooms were always getting cleaned. The service at all the restaurants was really good and fast. We could go down to the reception at any time and seek assistance. I could call them and had 24-hour access, and they would pick up almost immediately. They had an abundance of workers all around the resort. There was never any shortage of staff. You could go up to any of the staff there and they can try to help you out. Now, some of them don't really speak English well, so you might want to keep that into consideration, but overall, exceptional service. The second thing was the cleanliness. The whole resort was just super clean. That was something that I was really impressed by. I've heard other resorts saying that, I've heard stories of other resorts saying that they aren't as well maintained, but Riu Palace was clean all the time. You always see workers cleaning something, and it showed. The third thing that I loved about the Riu Palace was its grand look. The place was absolutely insane looking. It was massive with very grand architecture all around. It was really big. You could walk around the resort, and on top of that, it was connected to two other resorts, the Riu Santa Fe and another Riu for adults only, and you had access to all three of them, which really made the experience that much more better because you could just go to multiple resorts and enjoy every single one of them. The fourth thing was definitely the food. I think there were 9 different restaurants at the palace, lots of buffets, Indian restaurants, Japanese restaurants, Italian restaurants, and a couple others I don't even think we really went to because there was just so much food to eat everywhere. And there was so much variety. It tasted so good. It was always fresh. They had new meals prepared for lunch, dinner, breakfast, and snacks in between. So you could go around any of the 3 resorts and try out amazing food. The fifth thing was definitely the bars. I think there were 6 or 7 different bars all around the resort at just the Riu Palace, with 2 swim up bars, cappuccino lounge with a really amazing view, and some more on the bottom floor as well. And these bars are just at the Riu Palace, let alone you could always go to the Riu Santa Fe and the resort next to that and use their bars as well. The next one is how peaceful Riu Palace is. Now, out of the 3 resorts, this resort is definitely the best looking, but on top of that, it's also the most peaceful. The crowd is a little older there because it's well maintained and a different type of vibe with its calmer music. It really gives you a vacation feel. On top of that, you could go down to the beach, which is right in front of the resort, and nobody else is really there. It's clear white sand all to yourself. So if you want some private time to yourself and just listen to the ocean waves and sit on clear sand, then that's the spot for you. All the tourists are on the other side of the beach. The public beach is called Modeno, and you are on this side, so it's just really nice to have some time to yourself. Next, I'm going to talk about the rooms, and that was actually very impressive. We picked through Sunwing, and I believe we picked a Super Saver King room. And honestly, going into it, we didn't expect too much. Just thought it'd be a normal king-size bed and just an average room with a king-size bed. But when we got there, it was on the 4th floor, which was the penthouse. We had an amazing view from the balcony. The room was super clean. The washrooms were really nice. Everything just looked very modern. They even had the fridge stocked up with all drinks and water and snacks, so it was actually really impressive. The next thing is definitely the access to everything. Even though the resort was on the other side of Los Cabos, it really wasn't too far from the town. I'd say about 10-minute taxi ride can take you into town where you can experience all the good stuff. Now, this was my favorite. Their infinity pools were amazing. I believe there were 2 massive infinity pools along with 2 swim up bars where you could chill in as well, and then 4 more pools in the other resort. We spent a lot of time there. It was definitely lots of fun to be hanging out in those infinity pools and taking some cool pics. Covered all the good things of the Riu Palace. Let's talk about some of the bad things as well. So right off the bat, the first thing that I didn't like is when we want to go out in the town, we weren't able to use Uber because they can't come in the resort. We have to order the taxis that they have organized for us, and they're a little higher in prices, so be prepared to pay a little more to get to the town. About $14 for a 2-people ride in a van is what cost us one way. The second thing is, even though when you go down to the beach in front of the resort, it's really calm and peaceful, there are some vendors just chilling there though, so don't be surprised if they try to come up to you and try to sell you hats, cigars, and things like that. So the third thing that I didn't really dislike, but I feel like it could be a little better, is the Riu Palace specifically closed down a little earlier than the other resorts just because it wasn't the party scene. It was more of like a different type of nighttime entertainment. Don't be surprised if things close around 12 a.m. But if you still want to party after that, feel free to just walk across the Riu Santa Fe and the night can still go on. The fourth thing is the gym at the Riu Palace. It is a little small, so if you're looking to get a workout in, you'll notice it gets really humid and hot in there. So we couldn't really get an amazing workout, but it still does the job. However, if you do want to get a good workout in a bigger gym, go to the third resort that's attached to the Riu Palace. It's much bigger, it's nice and cool, and they've got more equipment added to it as well. And lastly, there is a mini shop where you can buy souvenirs and snacks near one of the infinity pools. So when you do go in there, make sure that you're paying attention to how much you're paying them and how much money they're asking for, because so there could be a chance that they try to ask for more money than what it's actually worth. And I don't think I can think of anything else that I disliked about Riu Palace, so that's it for today, guys. If you found this video useful, make sure to smash that like button, and as always, I'll see you next time.